Hello fans, Chad Jackson here in the Coach's Corner with head volleyball coach Will Condon. The Pirates have won 7 straight over the last 2 weeks, and Coach Condon, the streak started with a successful trip up to North Carolina where you played in the Johnson C. Smith Invitational as well as a road match at Catawba. Talk about the trip to Carolina.
Well, prior to that trip, we figured out that we needed to tweak our lineup a little bit and change it around a little bit. Not that things weren't working, but weren't working as well as we wanted to, and I really didn't feel like we were getting the most out of the talent that we had on our team, and we had a couple rotations where we just seemed like we didn't have a lot of options, and it just wasn't working as well as it could have. And we came up with an idea that looked like it would be good on paper, and it looked like it would be fun. And the Friday matches, the back-to-back matches, was a great opportunity to put those lineups out there and see how it worked, and give us some competition using those lineups. And it appeared to work really well. And going into Saturday, we're playing at Catawba. That's always going to be a tough regional match, and it's, despite the fact that we beat them, fairly, I wouldn't say easily, but easier than we usually beat them. At the beginning of the year, we knew that would be a lot tougher playing at their place, and they are a good team, and it was just going to be a matter of time before they got to the level that they were used to playing at, and they were at that level on Saturday, and they jumped out us early. Our energy wasn't where it needed to be to start, and the great part was that we fought and gave ourselves an opportunity to win and took advantage of it and beat a tough Catawba team at their place. So we were very pleased with how that worked out and how the new lineup has shaked out, and we had the opportunity to work through a bunch of kinks with that. So it was a really good weekend for us.
You returned home and had 3 home matches in 24 hours where you were able to pick up wins over Montevallo and Augusta State to start the conference season, and then picked up a non-conference win over Lynn to stretch that winning streak.
Yeah, I thought the energy on the court against Montevallo was great from beginning to end, and to get a 3-0 sweep against a good team like Montevallo, a team that works really hard and usually gives us fits, we were very pleased with that. We had a lot of great performances in that match, and Brittany played exceptionally well in that match. Jessica, great on defense. We made a little shift on defense, and Abby Windsor adjusted to it very well, and I think it was freed her up a little bit to cover more ground on the court, and so I think that helped. Saturday, first set, I think the carryover from Friday night, we used a lot of energy in that match, and then on Saturday we started off real flat, and Augusta is a big physical team, and they make you work, and they came out ready to play, and we didn't in that first set. But what I really liked is that we responded for the second set, and keeping a team under 10 points, that shows that you're playing really well, especially a team that just took a set off you. And then from that point on, I thought, we righted the ship and were able to finish that match like we were capable of. So it was a good start to the conference season. Couldn't really do any better than 2-0, and we're definitely pleased with it.
One part I liked watching your team play this weekend was the aggressive serving. Not necessarily getting service aces, though you did get 11 of those in one match this weekend, but getting a lot of easy points off of the tough serving.
It's something that we really have spent a lot of time on, but we really haven't seen the easy dividends for it. We haven't got a lot of aces, but I think we've done a great job of taking teams out of system, taking away one of their options. We held one of the best hitters in the country, probably, in Maniati to 0 in the match on Friday night, and part of that was the serving. When we stress them, the serve and the block and the defense, they all work together. And the better our serve is, the better our block can be, and the better our defense can be. And if we can defend and get that ball up, then our offense is really good, so we got a chance to score a point. So if we go out there and we serve aggressively, change the tempo, really hit our zones like we're asking them to, we have a chance to go on some really good runs.
Next 2 weeks, you'll have the rest of the first wave of your conference schedule. You go on the road this weekend to Pembroke, Francis Marion. You have the midweek game next week at Flagler, and then return home for the last two matchups against Aiken and Lander. So talk a bit about these next 2 weeks and that first go-around with the Peach Belt.
First go around is always, feeling each other out and getting a real sense of where you are and where your opponents are. Got 2 road games this weekend, and road games in our conference are always tough. So we got to be prepared Friday and Saturday, with the quick turnaround. And right now that's our focus. Those 2 matches. We're not looking to the next week or the week after at all. We got to get up there and beat Pembroke and beat Francis Marion before we worry about anything else.
All right, Armstrong will play at UNC Pembroke and Francis Marion this weekend. Will be next in action at home on the 12th, taking on Lander over at the Arc. Coach Condon, good luck these next couple of weeks. We'll talk to you again soon.